Hey y'all, I'm Elisa.
And I'm Samantha.
And welcome to Watch for Deer. It is another episode of Watch for Deer, guys. Welcome back. We've missed you.
Hi.
Hey. So I was brainstorming. Mm-hmm. So that can be either really scary or it can be a good thing. So remember how we were asking our listeners to write in or, DM us their stories. Like whether it's like a paranormal incident that occurred or like, I don't know. Anything. Just any wild, crazy story.
Supernatural,
that you have.
anything.
Anything that you have. Anything that's cool, We want you to write in and tell us about this. But I was brainstorming, and I think we're going to name this segment Deer Tales. D-E-E-R Tales. T-A-L-E-S. Deer Tales.
You're so happy about this.
It's so cute. So, yeah. Deer Tales. I feel like we need a theme song.
And you've already got like a bunch of stories that people are messaging you.
We've got some stories coming in. I've got a few people that have messaged me, and then a couple people have messaged kind of wanting me to clarify what we wanted, and I told them, what we were looking for. And so hopefully we'll get those stories in too, and we can start combining these like mini episodes called Deer Tales.
I like it.
Deer Tales.
Do you think you're going to do your own theme song?
Yeah, like DuckTales.
Can to play off of that, can we do something like, they need to write Dear Elisa or Dear Samantha, but just know that I don't know whenever they email these, I don't do the email. The only thing that I do with this podcast is show up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So just know that really, I don't see anything. I don't know what stories have been sent in because that's the whole premise of this. Like, you tell me the stories, you do all the work.
Yeah. And
I just show up and listen and react.
It's just the chemistry that we have. It just makes it work.
Yeah.
It's just our chemistry.
And my job is super easy.
It is super easy. Yeah. And my job is super hard, super tiring.
Yours is.
Mine's super tiring. So I research, we record, I save it, I edit it, I publish it, I share it.
And you type all this up every week too. Yeah. It's not like you don't, you just show up. You've typed this up. Yeah. You type papers every week for this.
I feel like I'm in high school again.
Yeah, you work hard for this.
I do. It's a passion. This is my love. So, with that being said, make sure you write in and tell us your story about whatever. And you may be featured on the very first Deer Tales.
Now, what if they send you a message and they're like, don't use my name, we'll just make up a name?
Then we'll make up a name and we'll just, you can do it anonymous. You don't have to give us your name. You don't have, if your email's, I don't know, GoHerd123, we're not going to know it's you or whatever. But you don't have to give us your name. But if you want your name used and you want us to shout you out, say, hey, this is so-and-so, then let us know that we can use your name. And we'll use your name.
I think it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to doing these.
Fun. I am too. I'm excited to hear everybody else's stories.
And I'm going to need you all to know that when I react to your story, like I react to these, and if I think that there may be some exaggeration, or I'm like, I don't know if I believe that or not. It may have been like in your mind, or something like that.
May have been high on cot.
You just need to not be mad at me. You just cannot be mad at me for doing my job. So know that I'm going to react to your story. That's right. That's my job.
Yeah. Don't write in thinking I'm not going to get my feelings hurt.
I'm not going to hurt anybody.
She's going to be like, you are wrong.
Allegedly. I'll say allegedly, but I'll be like, that sounds suspicious.
She doesn't mind to hurt my feelings. It's your feelings.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'll hurt Elisa's feelings.
So, you're good. You're good. You're good. So today I have a little topic for you.
Okay.
We are going on a little science excursion on the podcast today.
Oh, I love me some science.
Love some science. So, peat bogs can be found all around the world. It's a type of wetland whose soft, spongy ground is composed mostly of living and decaying sphagnum moss. This decayed and impacted moss is known as peat and can be harvested and used for fuel or even an additive to soil.
I was going to say, people buy that to put in their gardens.
There you go. Peat bogs are found throughout the world where cool temperatures and adequate rainfall prevail. Estimates indicate that peatlands cover as much as 5% of the land's surface, primarily in northern temperate and Arctic regions. Canada contains approximately 130 million hectares of bogs, while the U.S. has approximately 7 million. Most plants cannot survive on the low mineral content of rainwater, but the several dozen species of mosses of the sphagnum can, and these come to dominate the bog flora.
Okay, let me stop you right there.
That was a hot mess.
Let me just stop you right there. If this story does not get better in the next 30 seconds,
It will.
I'm going to fall. I'm going to go upstairs and get my pillow and blanket, and I'm going to.
Just work on it. I'm leading into it. Are you ready? Sphagnum moss.
Okay.
Oh,
wait.
wait.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
So,
I'm awake.
this moss removes positive ions from the water, such as calcium and sodium, leaving positive hydrogen ions, which are acidic. As a result, the pH of bog water may be as low as 3.5, about the acidity of tomato juice. Would you stop? I'm getting somewhere. I'm building up the story. As this new moss grows atop the partially decayed growth of previous years, it compacts the layers below into the thick, crumbly, sponge-like material known as peat. Now, I know you're asking me, why did I just go through and educate you on peat bogs? Do you want to know why?
I mean, I feel like we're all dying to know why we just had to sit through that.
Well, Samantha, today I want to discuss bog bodies.
I don't know what?
So, the preservation of bog bodies in peat bogs is a natural phenomenon.
Okay.
What exactly is a bog body, you ask?
Yes, I do ask
Would you
that.
like to know?
I asked that. Let me ask it. What exactly is a bog body, Elisa?
Samantha Lee, I am here to tell you right now that a bog body is a human cadaver that has been naturally mummified in a peat bog.
Okay, 2 things there. First of all, go back and read that sentence again.
What?
Just go back and read it again.
A bog body is a human cadaver that's been naturally mummified in a peat bog.
There. That's better. Because you said mummified. You
Oh,
said
God.
mummified.
That's because you had me off my game with your...
I can't help it if I'm tired.
Nobody's
I worked all
here for an
day.
English lesson, ma'am. We
Well,
are here for science.
I feel like they do really enjoy it when I point out when you mess up. I know I enjoy it.
Do you all enjoy it? You need to let us know.
Yes, we enjoy it.
No,
Elisa.
that's not them.
It is them.
It's not them.
It's them.
Stop it. So, such bodies, sometimes known as bog people, are both geographically and chronologically widespread, having been dated to be between 8000 BCE and the Second World War.
Oh, hold on. So this isn't like people dumping bodies in like... No, this is like... They're there now and people are discovering them?
Yes.
And they're, as you would say, mummified?
Mummified. They're mummified.
Ew.
Yes.
Where did you say these bogs were?
Would you listen?
Sorry.
Hold your horses. She's so excited. Is it boring now?
Yes.
The unifying factor of the bog bodies is that they've been found in peat and are partially preserved. However, the actual levels of preservation vary widely from perfectly preserved to just skeletons. Unlike most ancient human remains, bog bodies often retain their skin and internal organs due to the unusual conditions of the surrounding area. So combined with the highly acidic water, low temperature, and the lack of oxygen preserve but severely tan the skin. And while the skin is well preserved, the bones themselves are generally not, due to the dissolution of the calcium phosphate of bone by the peat's acidity. So basically, you have a husk of a person. That's what you got. You got a big skin husk.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like a husk, like a shell of a body.
What's a husk? Like a corn husk?
Like a husk. You got a shell of a body.
And there's nothing in there.
There sometimes can be. Sometimes they can tell the contents of their stomach.
See, the way you described that, I thought it was just like a tanned hide full of like Jell-O.
Ew, that's so gross.
That's the way you just, like, the bones were like dissolving and stuff. I thought
they
just like
still
Jell-O.
have bones, but they're starting to,
Why are
break
we even
down.
talking about this? I don't even like this conversation. This is gross. This is so gross.
So gross. The acidic conditions of these bogs allow for the preservation of materials such as skin, hair, nails, wool, and leather, which all contain the protein keratin. So in wetlands, permanent waterlogging results in an oxygen-poor environment that reduces the level of microbial activity and enables organic materials to be preserved. But why? Why are archaeologists finding these bodies in the bogs? So, let's talk about why these bodies are discovered in these peat bogs, shall we?
Yes, please. Enlighten me.
Evidence of human sacrifice
good
have been found
grief.
in Denmark, Holland, and Germany. During the Iron Age, in these areas, people would be ritually killed by hanging, bludgeoning, strangling, or by having their throats slit.
I hate you.
The bodies would then be submerged in a peat bog, where their remains were preserved for centuries. Examples have been found that date back to 3500 BCE. These bog bodies have also been found in England. Anthropologists have noted that an overwhelming characteristic of the bodies found was a physical deformity, such as extra or missing digits or shortened legs, and it's been postulated that these individuals were thought to have been touched by the gods, which made them fitting for a sacrifice.
Because you have an extra finger.
Yeah. So the gods would favor you. Anybody got any extra phalanges out there? Bog bodies typically show a number of similarities, such as violent deaths and lack of clothing, which has led archaeologists to believe that they were killed and deposited in the bogs as part of a widespread cultural tradition of human sacrifice, or even executed as criminals. The vast majority of the bog bodies that have been discovered date from the Iron Age, which was a period of time when the peat bogs covered a much larger area of northern Europe. Many of these Iron Age bodies bear a number of similarities. Now, usually, these corpses were naked. Sometimes they would have items of clothing with them, usually wearing like some sort of headgear. What clothing they did have is believed to have decomposed while in the bog for so long. In a number of cases, twigs, sticks, or stones were placed on top of the body, sometimes in the cross formation. Other times, forked sticks have been driven into the peat to hold these bodies down. According to archaeologist P.V. Glob, this probably indicates the wish to pin the dead man firmly into the bog. Some bodies show signs of torture, such as old Krogan man, who had deep cuts beneath his nipples. They actually only found from, he was decapitated.
What?
He was decapitated. They only found from his neck down to mid-torso of this man. He had deep cuts beneath his nipples.
So he still had his skin?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. These bog bodies still have flesh. They still have hair and eyelashes and facial hair, stubble. Yes, because the bogs provide such a good place for preservation that it doesn't rot away. I'll show you a picture here in a minute.
I don't want to see it.
No, but you're going to.
I don't want to see it.
In the case of the Osterby man found at Kolmar near Osterby, Germany in 1948, the head had been deposited in the bog, but no body was found.
Could an animal not have eat this? I mean, could it not have been a nibbling fish?
I mean, probably not. Just leaving just a head, it would pluck out its eyeballs. That's like easy meat. Like when a crow pecks a dead deer on the side of the road or whatever, like it goes for the soft tissue.
I hear what you're saying.
Do you?
I just don't understand why you're saying it.
I
asked you.
You asked me a question.
But I didn't ask you to
Go in detail.
go into detail about why you're like, oh, a fish should go for the eyes first.
Well, yeah.
What?
It's the softest part of the skin. It's the easiest.
I don't feel like a fish goes for that. Do they? I don't know.
I don't know. Fish? Can you tell us? Can you tell us?
No, Elise, I do not go for the eyeballs first.
I bet you would. We have bog bodies right here in the U.S. A number of skeletons found in Florida have been called bog people. These skeletons are the remains of people buried in peat between 5,000 and 8,000 years ago.
It hurts my feelings that I have reprimanded you so much that you're
I
now
said it right?
saying buried correctly, and I'm proud of you for that.
You're
I am
welcome.
proud of you for that.
You're welcome.
But it also hurts my
And
heart a
look-
little bit because I think I took something away from you.
I didn't even have to misspell it this
No,
time.
No, I think
See, it's spelled right.
I think I changed you. I did
No,
change
you
you.
didn't.
I
No.
believe I did.
Maybe just a little.
Does that make me a bad person? Because I
Absolutely.
ridiculed you.
Nobody would want to change their best friend.
Because but I did make it better. 'Cause you go ahead.
I still
Go
like
ahead.
Bury.
Go ahead.
The peat at the Florida sites is loosely consolidated and much wetter than in European bogs. As a result, the skeletons are well preserved, but skin and and internal organs have not been preserved. An exception is that preserved brains have been found in nearly 100 skulls at Wendover Archaeological Site and in one of several burials at Little Salt Spring.
Good job. Good job.
See?
Good job.
See? I just didn't want you feeling bad.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Textiles were also
What were they?
Textiles were also preserved with some of the burials, the oldest known textiles in Florida. A 7,000-year-old presumed peat pond burial site, the Minnesota Key Offshore Archaeological Site, has been found under 21 feet of water near Sarasota. Archaeologists believe that early archaic Native Americans buried the bodies in a freshwater pond when the sea level was much lower, and then the peat in the ponds helped preserve these skeletons. So with so much technology used today, archaeologists can narrow down and determine so much more information about these bog bodies. They can examine their teeth and indicate their age at death, what type of food they ate throughout their lifetime. Dental caries, which are cavities within the teeth, can direct archaeologists toward a person's diet prior to their death. And this was also a good way to kind of track how they immigrated from place to place. Mm-hmm. Unlike erosion that the teeth may undergo due to decay, dental caries are typically sharp and well-defined cavities that have a larger diameter than erosion that occurs after death. So they've even been able to speculate on their social status, when they examine some of these bodies, because they seem consistently to have been members of upper class. Their fingernails were properly manicured, and the tests on their hair protein also recorded that they had good nutrition. So, and that's again why they think it was human sacrifice. So let's talk about a couple of these bodies. The oldest known bog body is that of the Cashel man, who was found by peat harvester in 2011. Located in Ireland, this adult male, who was approximately 20 to 25 years old, has been said to be the oldest bog body ever found, and estimated his death around 2000 BC. He was found lying on his right side with his legs tucked and believed to have been holding his knees to chest. So like when you lay over in the fetal position, that's how they found him.
Yeah.
This man had once lived in what was a flourishing community. The man had a pre-mortem broken arm caused by a strike with a sharp object. It could have also been a slightly blunter object like a primitive axe. Now, his back was broken in 2 places. This was believed to have happened after his death. There was also a cut on his back, possibly inflicted by the peat harvester. His body was also accompanied by wooden stakes, suggesting a ritual sacrifice. And the wound that we just mentioned on his arm could have very well been like a defensive wound. And they think he may have been sacrificed due to poor harvests.
What do you mean, poor harvest?
Like, back then, they would pray to the gods, you know, if the harvest was bad, then they'd offer a sacrifice.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next on our list is the Yida girl, who was discovered by a peat harvester in the Netherlands in May of 1897. Now, carbon-14 tests have indicated that the Yida girl died between 54 BC and 128 AD at approximately 16 years old. Now, she had long reddish blonde hair, but one side of her head was initially thought to have been shaved. However, when they find a lot of these bog bodies, one side or the other, the hair is almost gone. Mm-hmm. But this, they're thinking, is it's exposed more to the oxygen, so it decays quicker than what the other side does. Scans have shown that she suffered from scoliosis. She stood about 4 foot 6 inches, which is really small for a 16-year-old girl. Now, Windby 1 is the name given to the bog body found preserved in a peat bog near Windby, northern Germany, in 1952. Until recently, the body was also called the Windby girl, since an archaeologist believed it to be the body of a 14-year-old girl because it was such a tiny build. It was a very petite body. Professor Heather Gill Robinson, a Canadian anthropologist and pathologist, used that DNA to show that the body was that, in fact, of a 16-year-old boy. The body has been radiocarbon dated to between 41 BC and 118 AD. And again, this body was also discovered by commercial peat harvesters. Shortly after the discovery of Windby 1, another bog body, which was an adult male, was found nearby and dubbed the Windby 2. The Bockenstein man is the remains of a medieval man's body found in a bog in Varberg municipality in Sweden.
What is it? Say it again.
Municipality.
No.
Varberg municipality.
Thank you.
In Sweden. It is one of the best preserved finds in Europe in that era. The man had been killed and impaled to the bottom of the lake, which later became a bog. This body was found in 1936 by the son of the farmer who then owned the land. His son was again harvesting peat when his hoe caught a piece of the sackcloth. They could then see that there was some skeletal remains, so they called the cops. The tunic on this body is the best preserved medieval tunic in Europe, and it was made of woolen fabric.
Like, have you seen pictures of these bog people?
Yes.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay. Is it amazing?
It really is.
Okay.
I'll share on social media, and I'll share with you too. Okay. Apart from the clothing, he had a fabric bag, foot coverings, leather shoes, a belt, and a leather sheath, and 2 knives. Now next, probably the most well-preserved bog body is that of the Tolland man of Denmark. He was found in 1950, and the man's physical features were so well preserved, he was actually mistaken for a very recent murder victim. 12 years before his discovery, another bog body called the Elling woman was found in the same bog. Now, the cause of death has been determined to be hanging. Scholars believe the man was a human sacrifice rather than an executed criminal because of the arranged position of his body and his eyes and mouth being closed.
Okay, so I Googled it now,
Yes,
and
you
I'm
did.
looking at the Toland man right now.
Uh-huh.
and it actually looks like a sleeping statue.
Yeah.
Ew.
Can you see the facial hairs? See, look at his chin. Zoom in on that. You can see his stubble, which actually
This looks
leads them
like-
to believe that he was a higher class man because he had stubble, so he wasn't able to shave.
This really, sorry. This is, I mean, it looks like a iron statue. It looks like an iron statue. Like you can see,
And the
it looks
tannin
like,
in the body, and that's what it said. The tannin severely tans the skin, so they look like a reddish, dark colored skin. It's the tannin in the water in the peat bogs. Fascinating.
this is
huh?
crazy.
It is crazy. I know.
Yeah.
The Toland man lay 200 feet away from firm ground, buried under 7 foot 7 inches of peat. His body was arranged in a fetal position. He wore a pointed skin cap of sheepskin and wool, fastened under his chin by a hide thong and a smooth hide belt around his waist. Additionally, a noose made of plaited animal hide was drawn tight around his neck and trailed down his back. Other than these, the body was naked. His hair was cropped so short as to almost entirely hidden by his cap. There was short stubble, again, which you can see in those pictures, on his chin and upper lip, suggesting that he was usually clean-shaven but had not shaved the day of his death. The Toland man was approximately 40 years old. His last meal consisted of a porridge with barley, flax, wild weed seeds, and some fish. Examinations and x-rays showed that the man's head was undamaged, and his heart, lungs, and his liver were all well preserved. On the initial autopsy report in 1950, doctors concluded that the Toland man died by hanging rather than strangulation. The rope had left visible furrows in the skin beneath his chin and at the sides of his neck. There was no mark, however, at the back of the neck where the knot of the noose would have been located. After they re-examined his body in 2002, forensic scientists found further evidence to support these findings. Although the cervical vertebrae were undamaged, now these are often damaged, the result of hanging, radiography showed that the tongue was distended, which was an indication of death by hanging. In Denmark alone, there are more than 500 bog bodies and skeletal remains dating to the Iron Age that have been recovered. And these peat...
Oh, there's the Toland man.
Yes.
You printed off, but I Googled
Yes,
it.
these peat harvesters are constantly finding these bodies.
I don't think I would enjoy that job.
I think I need to go to Denmark and be a peat harvester.
Why?
Because I would flip out. I used to want to be an archaeologist. How cool would that be to be, collecting your peat and find a man, a mummified man?
I don't think anything about that would be cool, Elisa. I think that would be terrifying. Listen to me. When I tell you that I'm afraid of frogs in a pond, you don't think that I would be like, I would lose my mind.
No, I go I wonder if me and Dad could find a body in the frog pond gigging.
I mean, if you do, that's a murder investigation, Elisa.
Considering these were man-made ponds,
that would be a murder investigation. That would not be that would not be the Toland man.
That is not archaeologist worthy.
No.
That's
You're going to court.
how fascinating are these bog bodies?
I mean, that's fascinating because
It's
it really looks
remarkable.
like a iron sculpture to me.
Yeah.
Like it looks like that's crazy.
There's so many things in the world that just fascinates my little mind. But yeah, these bog bodies are just absolutely fascinating.
Okay.
Anyhow,
I mean,
yeah, that was fun.
The Toland man, look it up, Tollund, or she's going to post it.
Yes, look up the Toland man. You can see his facial hair. You can see his little wrinkles in his forehead and everything.
Yes, you can
It's
see everything.
insane. It's so well preserved. So well preserved. And the little girl that I was talking about, the Yida girl, she, you can still, she had really long red hair and you can still see, the hair. Like, it's insane. It is so insane. Anywho. Yeah, well, that wraps up our story for today.
That's a quick little story.
Just a little quick little snippet. It's been a busy week.
That was a history lesson.
Well, I do love history.
That was a little history
and
lesson.
I do love science.
Yeah.
And anything fascinating. So, yeah, that's what we went with. Just fascinating.
Well, we didn't go with anything. I just
That's
walked
what
downstairs.
I went with. That's what I went with.
I like it.
I like it. Anything cool, anything intriguing and fascinating.
You working on any big stories right now?
I've got it narrowed down between a couple. There's one of local history that I'm working on.
Yeah.
And
Like local or county, local or state?
our state. We'll
Okay.
say our state.
Okay.
But actually kind of local to me, too, because it actually turns out that I'm actually related to.
Horse.
Seriously.
Now,
I really am. But I'll tell you all about it when I tell you the story.
okay.
His name's Willie Nelson.
Oh, hush.
Uncle Willie!
Really?
Give me a shout out.
No.
My maiden name was Nelson, so everybody always asks me, you related to Willie Nelson? Yep, sure am. It's Uncle Willie. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please, 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 again, make sure that you email or Facebook message, I don't know, hit me up. We'll sit down. We'll type out your story for our new segment called Deer Tales.
Oh, my Lord.
But hit us up at watchfordeerpodcast@gmail.com. Go follow us on Instagram at Watch for Deer Podcast. Go like and follow the Facebook page at Watch for Deer Podcast. Go hit that follow button on Spotify, y'all. I think it might be time for us to do another giveaway here before too long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of increase our numbers. But make sure you share with your friends, your family, if you love the podcast. The best compliment you guys can give us is by sharing us. So we love you. Y'all be safe and watch for deer.